Well, hello again, and welcome to Property Relationships, Part 3. Here we're going to answer the question, how do we find the properties, temperature, pressure, volume, enthalpy, entropy, internal energy, for subcooled liquids? Well, it turns out that there is one table that has some subcooled liquids, but virtually no tabled information. So rather than using a table here, we're going to use something called the subcooled liquid approximation. The subcooled liquid approximation. Here's how it goes. So let's stick with our vapor dome, temperature, entropy, 14.7 psi. Water boils at 212. And my question would be, what is the, and I can find any of them, specific volume, enthalpy, entropy, whatever. I'll stick with enthalpy. What is the enthalpy at 70 degrees Fahrenheit? So where on the line are we? Oh, we're way down here. We don't have a good table for 14.7 psi and 70 degrees. The subcooled liquid approximation is this simple. You use the saturated liquid value at the given temperature. So I want you to find H for me at 14.7 psia and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and press pause. All right, you should be back. And we're going to use table A2E, the temperature table. So we're going to find HF at 70 degrees. 70 degrees, HF, 38.09. So H at 14.7 psi and 70 Fahrenheit is 38.09 psia. PSIA. BTUs per pound mass. What if I wanted it for 50 degrees? And 14.7 psi. Go to HF at 50 degrees. What if I wanted to find at 212 degrees and 40 psi? I would use HF at 212 degrees. It's not complicated. All right. Well, that didn't take very long. How about if I give you a little assignment? We can talk about these answers in class. So I'm going to, number one, tell you that we have water at 14.7 psia. And I would like you to find H for these following conditions. For saturated liquid, for saturated vapor, For a wet vapor with a quality of 35%. For a superheated vapor with a temperature of 700 Fahrenheit. A superheated vapor with a temperature of 780 Fahrenheit. A subcooled liquid with a temperature of 60 degrees. And a subcooled liquid with a temperature of 90 degrees. Find all those, and if you have any questions, we'll talk about them in class. And that's it for property relationships.